Well, hello, I'm Show. Oh, man.
And I am EarthToLydia, and welcome to an update video for our off-topic competition. If you enter the competition, you could win the orange box set bundle on Steam. Try saying that 3 times really fast.
Wow, what's that?
It's got Team Fortress 2, which we already know is free, but that's besides the point. It's included in the bundle. And you can get a copy of Portal and Half-Life 2 with episodes 1 and 2. And this is to celebrate our new series coming out soon.
Wait, it's Half-Life 2, episode 1 and 2. That sounds like a great bargain.
It is a great bargain. You can get it for free if you just comment down below on the video link in the description.
The rules are as followed. Unfortunately, guests who have features on Off Topic this season may not enter. Please keep in mind that the key is for Steam. We cannot offer any prizes on any other platforms. The ending time is 9 o'clock GMT on the 25th of May.
9 a.m., yes. What, is it the final Monday in the month? I'm pretty sure it's the final Monday in the month.
It is the final Monday in the month.
It's the final Monday in the month. Okay, you have until the final Monday in this month to enter.
All you have to do is to enter is leave a comment on that video.
Just one comment. Just so that we have your name and we know that you are interested. Doesn't have to include anything of any type. You don't have to share, but you know, it won't harm your chances.
If you want,
Or even a like.
Yeah, subscribe to my channel, not Lydia's channel, whatever, you know.
Whichever. Remember that this is on Lydia's channel. Hey! Okay. Yeah, that's all you need to do. So until next time, sayonara, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye. Don't ruin it this time, please, right?
Okay.
Well, hello.
Hi, my name's... Okay,
Well,
go on.
hello. Well,
Hi,
hello.
and... Yeah, okay. Okay.
Well,
Are you gonna
hello.
start? Okay, never mind.
I've been looking, there is no bricks around me for me to record a video of me helping myself with bricks. I've actually looked. Well, hello, Show, the man. And as always, I am joined by my lovely host, lady. It's a lady, even.
Okay, apparently I'm being replaced by Lady Metal D.
You
Yeah,
were
hi.
always
How's
on
it
my
going, guys?
mind. You were always on my mind.
She's not gonna call you a good singer for this. Yeah, I'm the lyricist.
Also, congratulations to Lady Mel D.
Anyway,
I love the way that anytime she knows this is for herself to know when she has to cut, she goes, anyway, moving on.
yeah, kind of. Anyway,
Our topic this weekend is prequels and sequels.
we are not sponsored by Smooth FM, I promise.
You're gonna haunt me with that.
No, seriously. Yes, exactly. You sound like a Smooth FM DJ right now.
It's because you had to go super goddamn close to mic and just basically like in your mouth going, well, later on tonight on the show we have the musical.
That's what she said. Right, okay, let's get back onto topic because then we spread our wings.
Okay. What was your opinion on the cancellation of Silent Hills?
Oh, Silent Hills. Do you want to come closer to your mic first and then I'll tell you?
Am I too far away now?
Yeah, you're way too far away.
You know where they had the PT?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really quite disappointed. Like, I saw it on one of Dodger's news videos, gaming news videos, and I was like, are you kidding me? After all of that, after the huge looping corridors around and again, and the anticipation from that teaser, and now it's for nothing. Like, I'm really very disappointed in it. I was really looking forward to it, but...
It's a petition signed to bring it back. It will be in the sections down below.
Just to remind. Yeah, so what was your opinion on it?
I hate the idea it was cancelled. It was only going to be on PlayStation 4. That annoyed the piss out of me because I wanted to play the PT. Because I saw PT and I was, this is insane. And I want to play this game with other people, not by myself in a dark room because I'd shit myself. And the idea of ending, and they have the director and the guy from Metal Gear, and it was a perfect team. Silent Hills, and it's been cancelled. Eliminated.
That baby in the sink will haunt me forever.
Yeah.
Absolutely forever.
The Silent Hills are great because I don't know if you could call any of the games as sequels or prequels. They don't really link into each other at all, do they?
Not really. I mean, for The Room, for example, I loved that one, but it's absolutely nothing like the first one, so...
Yeah, but wasn't that actually a different game and they just decided to change it like halfway through the Silent Hills?
I don't actually remember. I didn't follow it like in production or anything like that. All I know is that a few years later, I have been back and I have gone through it, and it is such a good game. It is such a good game.
Resident Evil 4, the best Resident Evil in my opinion. You have Leon, you have virus heads, you don't have zombies, and it's such a good story, it's cheesy, but it took so many years to make it that the original one, they got tired of it and they just made a Devil May Cry came from Resident Evil 4. If it wasn't for Resident Evil 4, you'd never have Devil May Cry, and they are some good good games. Is it Dante?
Yeah.
Dante kind of looks like Leon.
Kind of.
Similar hair.
A little bit.
Similar hair.
Just like a lot lighter.
Like white.
Yeah.
But Leon is awesome.
Just Leon with hair dye. Yeah.
And
give him some 40 volts bleach. Yeah.
And explode into a demon every now and again.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, that's one way to fight off zombies.
That'd be a great power up. Explode into a demon. Roar!
Anyway, one thing that we actually said, well, in the last one before the audio messed up and just had like
beatboxing.
Yeah, some like beatbox remix of your voice for half an hour.
Can I just do it?
Anyway, one thing that we did bring up was the comparisons between movie sequels and then video game sequels.
Some movie sequels work and some don't. Like Terminator, there's gonna be 5 Terminator movies, with the new one being a reboot, sequel, remaster, remake.
Yeah.
Because it's involved time travel, they can do stuff like that. That's a great way of restarting the series. We're going to send the machine back even further. Well, we're going to send the machine back even further. And it was nice. But the first two, Terminator, the first one, where Arnie's the bad guy, was a cinematic gold. It was brilliant. Because Arnie played the best character he's ever played in his life. Someone who doesn't talk and kills people and looks scary.
Yeah.
And then Judgment Day, he was the good guy. He still didn't talk, looked scary, and kicked ass. Then, years later, you had number 3. Genesis? What the fuck was 3? Rise of the Machines or some bollocks. Where you have Arnie, who looks old, and bad acting from everyone else. And Arnie was the best actor in that movie. And that's saying too many bad things. And Arnie's not that good of an actor. And Arnie's was one of my favourite actors.
He's not a great actor at all.
He has just a great... Visually, he's such a presence.
He's got a good presence, but he's not a good actor.
Like Conan, it was brilliant. That was just Arnie. Just Predators. Supposedly, this came from the director of Predators. Arnie had just constant lines in the movie, as the script would have lines, and then the director talked to Arnie and cut all his lines.
Oh my gosh! Imagine in Predator, "Come with me if you want to live." Oh man.
So, like, there's movies that really work with sequels, like Godfather 2.
Yeah.
The Star Wars are not really sequels or prequels. It's one entire movie.
Wait, okay. Obviously, I've not seen Star Wars. Yeah, I know audience are all gonna gasp in horror and leave me a bunch of hate comments, but whatever.
Oh wait, just to help you.
Yeah.
I like Phantom Menace, so that will help.
Okay, don't know. That's gone completely over my head. Anyway, is the Star Wars timeline, was it all composed at one time? Or is it just like a standard movie being written as it goes along?
What happened was he just couldn't do the first 3 movies of what he wanted to do. Visually, he just couldn't, he couldn't have a battle with thousands and thousands with the resources he had. So,
yeah.
Well, that's what the story goes. But he did 4, 5, 6 because it was a lot easier to do.
Right. Okay. So they are kind of like all just being brought back from an original idea. Yeah. Okay. I get it. Yeah.
But like he was always changing and tweaking. Like they didn't know. Only 2 people knew that Luke. No, Luke. I am your father. It was George Harmon didn't even know. That's why his reaction when he finds out is so priceless. That only a few people knew that line was coming.
And it's one of the most iconic lines
it is.
In movie history. I think like the major difference between movie sequels and video game sequels is generally when a new movie sequel is announced, it's just like, oh no. Don't, like, or remake or anything like that. It's like, no, leave it, especially if it's an iconic movie. But, you know, if a video game sequel gets announced, or prequel, whatever, remake, it's met with praise. People like, oh, what are they going to do now?
Yeah, like some games are alright to be remade just because of new systems. Like Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Link to the Past, and Majora's Mask has all been remastered or remade. And they bring new elements. They make it easier, they make it streamlined, but they bring back the nostalgia of a game you played 10 years ago, or 12 years ago. You can now play even better quality, and visually it looks better. So sometimes games remasters are kind of good. Like there's a few times where, like the Dragon Ball Z games, a lot when they were first released on PlayStation 2, there's a lot of lawsuits over the music. Basically the guy up thieving loads of different other artists. And so when they released on PlayStation 3, they did an entire new score, entire new score for the game.
It's a tricky one with music.
But some things do work, but then you have like games that you just go, can you just stop?
Yeah.
Like Call of Duty.
Yep.
You had the first few, you had Modern Warfare 1 to 3, that were solid games, even though 1 is my favourite, because that scene when you're in Russia.
Yeah.
And you had to stay away from the radiation.
Yeah.
You had they were great games.
Gotta be honest, never played COD. Yep.
But they've but after 3, I've never played after 3.
Oh.
I played a bit of Ghosts.
Aren't they on to like Black Ops 3 now or something?
Yeah, but they're just making it more. It's now based in the future, new tech, and just bullshit.
See, I don't get that. They've got an established name. They've established their brand, and now they're just recycling. I don't know. Never played the games. Got to be completely honest. This is just an outsider's perspective. It seems like the guys who develop Call of Duty are just recycling the same old shit instead of coming up with something new. They've got the name. They know people are going to buy it, so they're just throwing anything out there. Oh, here's another shooter game. Here's another. Oh, look, we'll just slap the name Call of Duty on this shooter game and everyone's going to buy it. And like, really? I see all of these campaigns for the new games and stuff like that, and I'm just thinking, is it really going to be that different? I feel very strongly about that.
Have you ever played Fear?
Yeah, Fear 2. Yeah.
Right. Well, Fear had the great thing of you had to use power packs to heal your energy, and you had to be all stay. You had to do all these great things. But Fear 3 was basically Call of Duty, just with ghosts.
Yeah.
You had regenerating health, and it was just more Call of Duty because it was a formula that works in gaming. As gamers, I hate when I die. And if the game's not done good enough, that if they get rid of the whole dying and you just get stepped back, or like, I think some of the best ways I've ever seen was Shovel Knight. When you die, you go back to where you last save point.
Yeah.
But you lose money.
You money.
You lose money.
Oh.
So you never really die. And you had to go back to catch your money.
Right. Okay. Kind of like GTA. Kind of. Like the old Vice City thing where wherever you die, you just, like, the hospital's like, yoink, taking your money. Yep. Yep.
So I like good fucking things. I like good stories.
You like good things. You like good things. That's reassuring.
I like good fucking things.
What do you think actually makes a good sequel? What do you think stops it being Black Ops the 7th and actually makes like a good sequel?
Well, how Hollywood works with their characters is if they can't develop a character.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they develop a character too quickly in a movie.
Yeah.
So like instead of a slow build up, it's too quick. But then they get to a point where, let's say Sarah Connor, the ma from Terminator, the first movie, she was nothing. She was just a girl just trying to live a life, trying to have a love life, and then shit happens.
Yeah.
And she has to kind of cope. And then in the movie, and then she spends years building and becoming a better woman and becoming a sniper and doing all this stuff. So number 2, she's more assertive and she's stronger. So when they were writing number 3, they were like, we can't do anything with her character, so we're going to kill her off.
Yeah.
So she wasn't even in the third movie because she was like, she died of breast cancer. Because they couldn't think of something else for her character, did they? Like, the character's been developed too much. To make a great character don't be just working on character development or what can this character do. If it cannot do nothing, let's kill it. It's what the story can give and hold. If you have a great story and it fucking just grabs you, you can constantly work on that, but you can't always be using the same hash. You can't be using the same thing again and again. Cliches. Like in wrestling, I'm gonna throw this out. One of the WrestleManias, they did the ladder breaking in half, and every single year after that, they had a ladder breaking in half. It's a cliche. It was great for the first time you saw it, but if you saw it a year later, like, they're doing the same thing again and again. You need to constantly develop and make it better. So have a story that can be worked on, that can really have, with some character development, but do more things with it. Use the new engines and software and everything to make this game better and more fun to play.
Get the right balance in there.
But it's you can't really calculate the balance. It's either going to work or it's not going to work.
I get you, but if you've got a development in plot and a development in character as well, so to the point where like what you learn about the character helps them in the plot, then isn't that just like the plot to success? Because you can't really go wrong with that if it's all ties in together. I mean, the most ridiculous films that you see or games that you play, they just throw a load of shit together and it doesn't help each other.
Can you think of a series of games or movies even that you loved till you got to a certain point? Like Saw. I loved Saw 1 and I loved Saws to the point, and then they got stupid.
You know what? I loved the entire Saw franchise. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people don't. They're like, oh, it gets ridiculous after like the third movie, but I love it just because of the different ways that they die and everything, and then how the movies towards the end interlinked with stuff that you didn't really get in the first couple of movies. And I don't know, I really, really liked that whole franchise. Sorry, that's just me defending Saw.
I liked them. Now, the only thing is, I have never been able to watch the last one, number 7.
Okay, how come?
Because they took away the whole uniqueness of all the traps. I turned it off when I saw the trap that they had the guy glued to a seat, the girl only the will, because it wasn't.
The one with Chester Bennington.
It wasn't nice. It wasn't the way all the other traps was. It was like they got a whole new group of people going, let's think of traps. And they were like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Or at the beginning, cutting the girl in half. How did they build that in front of everyone without people going, dude, why do they need giant saws? I don't know what's going on. It was like saying, oh, this is the first one had had the absolute best twists and turns and traps. And the final one had the most laziest ones. Oh, I'm glued. Oh, if I fall down, I'm gonna kill her. They just got lazy. They went. It was like an engine that has lost all its steam. I think that just became lazy. And the idea of one of the bad guys being in a trap and half his cheek is cut off, and the girl is hiding. But the way it's shot, it looks like he can see her, and he's stitching his mouth back together.
Oh yeah.
I have had stitches. No one can just do stitches like that. I don't care. I just thought when I saw something like that, I was like, that's not realistic to what we've seen.
When he got out of the reverse bear trap, that one, right?
Okay, it is not realistic of what these characters. These are human beings, not fucking demons. And him just being able to stitch his face like that, no one can do that.
It wouldn't happen. There'd be some point where your body would just be like, no, and would not physically allow you to do it.
In shock. And the blood loss you should have.
I know, right?
I had 2 stitches, I've told you this before, done with no pain relief. It sucked. And that was 2 stitches. He did his whole bit of his face. It's that those things in that movie, though, it was like, you needed another year. There should have just been another year of working on that script. But what happened, they had a great team for a few years. And then they trade up for a different team. They went off and did Repo, the electronic opera, and that was a very good movie. But that team did a few Saw movies. Some of my favourite Saw movies was done by a certain team, and then that team left, and they got a new team in. And I just found that series of movies got to a certain point that they were great, and then the last movie was just couldn't handle of how unrealistic they got.
I just really like Lionsgate movies. I don't know, like, I know some of them absolutely suck, but they, in general, they pick a good selection of movies because they're memorable in some way or another. Either they absolutely suck to the point where they are laughable and you think, oh my gosh, what the heck did I just watch? Or they're good movies. I like Lionsgate.
Have you ever seen Evil Dead?
Good question. Don't know. There's so many movies that sound alike. What happens in it?
There's a few of them. The first movie is it's a bunch of young adults going to a cabin in the woods.
Yep. This sounds like a lot of movies at the minute. Yeah.
But it was the first movie to do this.
Right.
And it's easier just to send you a picture, and hopefully you throw a picture on the screen for everyone to see.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Because somebody has got a little lazy.
Not lazy, I just have to rush, and I'm like, I can't find enough pictures to just put them all together when it needs to be up in like an hour, and then I just like throw one picture in and I'm like, it's done, there we go, it's on YouTube. Not laziness, it's rushing. It's the opposite.
Sam Raimi and
Bruce
Campbell.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
These are fantastic movies. The first one got banned, so the second one, Dead by Dawn, is in a mixture of a sequel and a remake to the original.
Yeah.
The third one, Army of Darkness, is him going back in time. And they got, like, the first one was a horror, slight comedy. Second one was a comedy, slight horror. Third one was a comedy. They did a remake, bringing it back to the absolute horror. It's such a fucking weird movie to remake. And what they're planning to do with the remakes is, I don't know if it's going on, so they remade it in 2013.
Yeah.
Evil Dead.
Yeah.
And they were talking about they're going to do sequels. And they're going to do two sequels, so there's three of them. And the original Ash and the new Ash are going to meet up for a all-out battle. But at one point, there were suggestions. They were asked, Lionsgate, I'm pretty sure it was Lionsgate that released this one. No, I don't think it was by Lionsgate. Production company. I was sure it was Lionsgate. Someone will have a comment going, blah, 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 you're wrong. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Forget about it. I don't care. I'm just saying they were movies that worked, and if they do two more movies and they bring a whole way of bringing the original trilogy with the that would be a great thing. But at one point they were asked by Lionsgate or whoever, I'm sure someone will correct me, they just did Jason vs. Freddy.
Oh, yep.
And Sam Raimi was asked, was like, do you want to do Jason vs. Freddy versus Ash, or Freddy and Jason versus Ash? And he thought about it and he said no.
Can't imagine why. It doesn't sound like the best idea, I'm not gonna lie.
But it's been huge in comic books. There's been loads of comic books to that.
But in comic books, I can get. But it's like the whole Batman versus Superman movie. It doesn't sound great.
I am still kind of about the Batman versus... Just because it's fucking brute.
Ben Affleck.
Christian Bale. Just come back, baby. Just come back. I know Christopher Nolan's not directing it, and it sucks.
I've had Christian Bale on my shirt all day. I just love Christian Bale, man.
Christopher Nolan is the Stanley Cooper of our day. He is a fantastic director.
Yeah.
And if you've ever seen, if any of you have seen Interstellar, it is a love letter to 2001: Space Odyssey.
Nice metaphor there. I like that.
I saw Interstellar, and Space Odyssey has been one of my favourite movies since I've been like 8. I remember seeing it as a young boy by myself in my house with no one else. And the start of the movie, I don't know if you've ever seen it, is monkeys. And they learn how to use weapons.
Planet of the Apes, anyone? I'm kidding.
Throws a bone in the air and it just cuts to a shot of a spaceship. And the monolith, and it's such a... Oh, I'm going to watch that tonight. I love that movie so much. And the books are great, and it's just an overall... It's just good cut. It's just good. It's all good.
Final question. In terms of horror movies, do you prefer classic back in the day horror movies or remakes and sequels in modern day? Which ones? Just in general.
I loved... what was that one with the fucking... Annabelle was the sequel.
Oh, Conjuring.
I loved Conjuring. Conjuring was being the first... My dad hates horror movies. And my little sister at the time, I think, was 12.
Yeah.
Can you find out when Conjuring was released? So I know the actual
I think
her
it was
age.
2013. I'm pretty sure it it was 2013. Hold up.
She was 12 or 11.
Yeah,
and
it was, 2013.
My sister was laughing through the movie when my dad refused to watch it. My mom was nervous. I loved that because it was such a good... Because it was directed... It wasn't directed like a horror movie. A horror movie is usually widescreen. No, it's all like this or that, or cuts. It was directed like a proper movie, like a drama. It was perfect. It was crisp. It was clean. I loved that movie. It was great. So it's very a twist for me. But they did a sequel. They actually did a prequel. And it was not as good. It used a lot of the same cliches as the first one.
I think there were so many paranormal films that came out in 2012, 2013 that I've completely been lost through all of them. I can't remember which is The Conjuring, which is Insidious, and which is like Paranormal Activity 18 or whichever we're on now. I don't even remember, because there were so many at the same time coming out. It was like, ugh.
Insidious was a good movie. I haven't seen the second one, but Insidious...
Seriously? Insidious was a good movie. Really? Like, it was a good idea. It was a good concept. The little boy gets lost from his body and everything. But come on. Freaking Darth Maul in some alternate reality. Are you kidding me? That was such a dumb ending.
Okay, yeah, the ending wasn't great, but overall, it was a good story. Okay, the guy who did Paranormal Activity, he did a movie called Dark Skies, and it was nearly identical. He must have just went in, Control F, and gone Ghost, and changed to Alien, and got click. Because it was the exact same script except with aliens. But it was more terrifying. Because the aliens, you would just be behind someone and you'll never fucking see it coming. I was like, oh God.
Have you seen all the...
Sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, a little bit.
Have you seen all of the Paranormal Activity movies up to date?
No, because there's 7 or 8 of them at this point.
No, there's only like, isn't there 4? I think there's...
3.
Oh no, there's 4 and then there's that other one. Like the
3
beginning one.
Spin-offs.
Oh. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. I mean, like, just the Paranormal Activity 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever.
I saw up to when they were really lazy. It was the one the boyfriend going, oh yeah, my laptop recorded you while you were asleep.
Oh, what?
It was the one where they used the Xbox Connect.
Oh gosh, that one.
Not product placement at all. Huh, there's green dots. You know, we could do something with that.
A little banner at the bottom of the screen, sponsored by Windows.
It was so... I love when comedies take the piss by going, I'm just going to have a Bailey beer. Because if I ever did a show, I would take the piss and never have, I wouldn't have Mars bars, I'd have Pluto bars. Twix, have a Hicks.
Hicks, the redneck version.
Right.
I made too many redneck jokes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to, all... I'm sorry if Honey Boo Boo is watching. I'm sorry.
No, I hope I'm in jail.
Anyway, that's another story for another day. But yeah, I get what you mean about the horror movie cliches, like having a spooky bear or a spooky doll and spooky clowns and stuff like that.
They basically just robbed it from Stephen King. There is a theory, right? There's a theory out there that the fear of clowns did not exist before the book It.
That would make sense, even though technically speaking, Pennywise is a spider. Spoiler alert. But yeah, no.
And in the book, have you ever read the book?
I've got the book. I've not actually read it. Have you seen how thick that book is?
Yeah, it's a big book.
If my door got bust down, I could put the book in its place. Put it that way.
My friend read it. I was actually got injured 2 years ago in my centre, and while I was gone for 2 weeks, instead of talking to everyone else, he took out a book and read for the 2 weeks while I was gone. That didn't give a sign that everyone else is boring at all to anybody.
Right, what I was getting at before all of this, we went on this tangent. Have you seen the new Poltergeist trailer?
No.
For the remake that's coming out? Because it actually looks
a remake.
Scary. Yeah, but it actually looks scary.
But there's been hundreds. I know, I'm thinking of the Amityville Horror. There's been hundreds of them fucking movies. Yeah, but wasn't one of the Poltergeist movies, one of the sequels, a lamp was the bad guy?
I don't know, I've not seen them.
I'm pretty sure the third or fourth one was a lamp. The ghosts were in lamps.
Oh man, that is so weak. How many household objects can you get to before people start finding this ridiculous? Oh, I'm just going to crawl through the washing machine. Ah, the horror.
I am getting completely off topic here. I have a quest for every single one of our listening audience. I have been looking and I've not been able to find this. There used to be a cartoon in England. Now, the cartoon was this guy got very stressed and he had a stressed vein on his head, and at the end of every episode it'd pop and his head would blow up or something.
Oh gosh.
Right? It was extremely funny. His door was a goth kid. He had neighbours who were always naked and cooked naked. His hair was red. He had a stress thing. I have no idea what the show was, but I am asking, I am begging, I am pleading.
Just find the name for him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just ruin it. Jesus.
Yeah, we've been recording for 40 minutes. That being said, let's bring it to an end. So I have been EarthToLydia.
Well, I'd like to thank the audience again for viewing us. I have been Holderman and Sage Man, and I've been joined by my beautiful, nice smelling co-host, EarthToLydia.
He doesn't know how I smell. I stink of dogs right now. Anyway, that being said, see ya. Sayonara.
Bye.